Legend says ape and human lived side by side. Impossible is... What a wonderful day!
Fast forward 300 years into the future, and one can see apes have risen to dominance in a dystopian world, where the hunter has become the hunted. Primal humans are at the mercy of these intelligent apes, which is quite an irony, really, because what started off as a cure for Alzheimer's disease ended up converting humans into feral, primitive beasts and transformed the primates into highly intelligent beings, to the point that they are the dominant species now. This is the setting of the newly released Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, and Proximus Caesar is the megalomaniac ape king of this new kingdom. He is particularly obsessed with a bunker built by humans before the apocalypse, and in this video we will tell you why exactly Proximus wants to tear down the vault's unbreakable doors. Also, we have a few theories about Proximus's death in the movie, so let's get started. Before we go into our explanation, we have a very small request. If you like our content, please support us by subscribing to our channel. This is a small click for you, but for us, it means a lot. Thank you. Let's begin.
We'll conquer.
Who is Proximus Caesar? Here's a formal introduction to this guy. Proximus is a bonobo ape who leads a coastal settlement of apes and aspires to establish a kingdom based on human technology. Proximus is a big fan of humans, really, and is the perfect candidate to head the Department of Muggle Studies at Hogwarts, if you know what we mean. Anyway, Proximus does come from a long line of evolved bonobo apes, who knows a lot about human technology and their achievements. He admires what the humans were capable of doing before the pandemic, and aspires to be like them. He wants to empower his new kingdom with human technologies and hence is on the perpetual hunt to track down the remnants of human advancements from the past. This hunt has led him to chance upon a secret vault located by the shores of a roaring sea. Determined to break down the vault doors and feast on the technologies inside, Proximus has set up camp on the sandy shores. He has enslaved entire ape clans in the hope of achieving his goals, and has been trying to open the door for months. But every effort he makes ends up killing more and more apes, while the doors refuse to budge even by an inch. When we meet Proximus for the first time in the movie, he is as frustrated with his failed efforts as he is excited about the metaphorical treasures inside. And to keep his ape army motivated, Proximus has attached Caesar's name to his own. For those who need a refresher, Caesar is the protagonist ape of the previous 3 prequel movies. He died in the last film though, leaving behind an unparalleled legacy of benevolence, bravery, sacrifice, and wisdom. Caesar's godlike status in the ape society has somewhat faded with time, and Proximus has taken advantage of just that. He has twisted Caesar's famous teachings, such as apes together strong, for advancing his own personal goals. By overworking the apes in the name of sticking together, the Eagle clan is one of the ape settlements that Proximus has enslaved, which brings him face to face with Noah, the protagonist of this movie. Proximus senses that Noah is a highly intelligent ape, one who has managed to befriend an actual human, and instantly attempts to recruit him for his army so that Noah can help him open the vault doors. By the way, Proximus already has a human apprentice working for him. His name is Trevathon, who got separated from his human community, possibly during an attack led by Proximus's army, and sided with the apes. Another human that Proximus is thrilled about meeting is May, a young girl who too wants to step inside the vault that Proximus is guarding. Proximus hopes that by extorting May, he can perhaps figure out an easier way to infiltrate the bunker, but May has plans of her own.
Our time. And it is mine.
What are these vaults in Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes? To explain the vaults, we have to give you a little context about the simian flu outbreak. The Planet of the Apes films in this continuity began with 2011's Rise of the Planet of the Apes, in which scientist Will Rodman invented the ALZ-112 virus that cures Alzheimer's by repairing nerves and generating cells within the brain. When tested on apes, this virus granted the primates enhanced intelligence to the point that they could talk and play chess. However, this miraculous new drug eventually stopped working on humans, which prompted Rodman to come up with the upgraded ALZ-113 strain. This plan backfired too, as the virus turned out to be extremely contagious, causing humans to bleed to death and resulting in a worldwide pandemic. This disease came to be known as the simian flu. Eventually, the ALZ-113 mutated even further and targeted the humans who were previously immune to the virus. This stronger virus strain does not kill humans, but does something worse. It takes away their ability to speak and destroys their cognitive abilities, turning them into primitive beings. Now, Kingdom is set free centuries after this deadly virus began, turning humans into mute animals, and apes into the apex species. From what May says in the movie, it appears that when the virus was sweeping the world, some survivors managed to form a government to ensure humanity's survival. And when the pandemic got more extreme, the government took necessary measures to preserve these human survivors by creating infection-resistant bunkers, presumably across the US. Separate groups of humans sealed themselves off in these secret bunkers and managed to avoid contracting the virus. May seems to belong to one such community of humans who was able to remain sentient by growing up inside the sealed atmosphere of the bunkers, while humans outside turned feral. How many of these vaults are there? Well, there may be several of these secret human vaults all around the US or other countries. Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes shows 2 such vaults. The first one is, of course, the one Proximus is guarding with his life, and we will talk about the contents of it soon. As we told you before, this vault is located on a beach, amidst the ruins of a broken down ship, and Proximus has built his ape settlement with this vault at the center of it. The second bunker is the big reveal of the movie. In the final scenes, it is revealed that all along, May was carrying out a covert mission of her own. She knows of another secret vault inhabited by sentient humans and was working for them all this while. May retrieves a satellite communication key from Proximus's vault and hands it over to the humans in vault number 2. The discovery of this second vault was the high point of the movie, because throughout the storyline it was insinuated that sentient humans have gone extinct. And to see a vault full of fully functional humans is such a turning point for the future of the franchise. This hidden vault is located at the base of a satellite station and is completely operational with electricity. Computers and other tech facilities are also there inside. The satellite key enables the vault dwellers to establish contact with another human group located in Indiana, which probably hints at the existence of another hidden bunker, but that is never shown. What was in the vault that Proximus was guarding? Let's begin to answer this with what Proximus told Noah, and we quote, "In their time, humans were capable of many great things. They could level mountains, they could speak across oceans, they could fly like eagles fly. But now, we will learn. Apes will learn. I will learn from what is inside that vault." So the reason why Proximus has his eyes set on the vault is because he imagines it to be a wonderland of human technologies. Which, well, it is. May knew a way around the vault and she guided Noah and his friend Suna and Anaya into the vault through the secret entrance. The vault appears to be a huge quarantine center with innumerable rooms on every floor, all in poor condition. Obviously, the electricity is still functional inside the vault though, as May managed to turn on the lights inside. Like May mentioned before, the government stored their secret weapons and technologies inside this vault when humans had to go underground, which practically makes this vault a gold mine of weapons. In the room where May retrieved the encryption key from, she also chanced upon containers filled with guns and all kinds of them. While walking through the vault, Noah and his friends also saw rows of war tanks, which looks absolutely functional, even after so many years of remaining sealed off. Actor Freya Allen, who portrays the character of May, revealed in an interview that the vault also houses helicopters and bombs, and that was precisely the reason May was so averse to Proximus getting his hands on the things inside. The vault is basically an ammunition depot of advanced human weapons, something that reminds us of the armory that Dreyfus created in Dawn of the Planet of the Apes. He was the ex-cop who led the human community in San Francisco. Dreyfus's armory was located at Fort Point, which had all the guns and weapons from the pre-pandemic era in perfect condition. Actually, this Fort Point armory played a crucial role in the war between humans and apes. Koba, who was the villainous bonobo ape of this movie, secretly shot Caesar with a rifle stolen from this gun room, which led to the belief that humans are behind this attack on their ape leader. This one single act started a war that went on for years till Caesar died in the 2017 movie. With that as precedent, one can imagine what would happen if Proximus gets hold of everything that's inside the vault. What does Proximus intend to do with the contents of the bunker? Proximus already knows an awful lot about humans, right? He lives inside the ruins of a ship, which he has sort of refurbished to replicate a human home. There's a dining area complete with table and chairs, and he has even taught the enslaved apes to serve food as waiters. Proximus loves the way humans lived and wants to build the same life for apes, particularly for himself. Proximus basically wants everything that humans had, such as to be able to communicate across oceans, and to make constructions, and everything in between. Sometime in the past, Proximus has even learned to rediscover electricity. His army uses electric rods to tase their opponents into submission. That's how Proximus's commander, Silva, electrocuted Noah's father during their attack on the Eagle Clan village. Now, getting a taste of what human weaponry feels like, Proximus wants to add to his collection by digging into the vault. Proximus doesn't trust humans and wants to be ready for when there's another war by empowering his ape army with human weapons. Now this brings us to another crucial scene. When May shot down one of Proximus's loyal soldiers, instead of being furious, Proximus was overjoyed to witness what this new human weapon is capable of doing. Sounding almost desperate, Proximus asked May if there are more such weapons inside the vault. This was a moment of panic for May, who could instantly picture what would happen if Proximus's army learns to operate the weapons inside. Thus, even with Noah and his entire Eagle Clan inside, May decided to flood the vaults and destroy the contents of it. In Freya Allen's very words, if Proximus has all these weapons, then humanity is screwed. What she means by this is, this was a secret storage vault for weapons created by humans, and with Proximus gaining control of the vault would mean apes getting the upper hand on humans in case of a future war. And with one half of their ammunition, war tanks, bombs, and helicopters gone, humans would hardly stand a chance against this ape army. And that's exactly what Proximus wants, to remain the superior species forever.
Over apes.
Run, Noah!
Together, you will die.
Is Proximus Caesar really dead? Once May sets off the explosive and causes the vault to flood, Proximus somehow finds a way out of the situation and lands up at the secret opening on a cliff. Once Noah emerges out of the same secret opening, Proximus remains ready to launch a brutal attack. Owing to his larger build, Proximus beats Noah to a pulp in front of his very clan. Just before this villainous ape was about to deliver his final blow, Noah summons the soar of eagles that belong to his clan. Proximus stands no chance against this aerial army and gets brutally wounded and bloodied when the birds attack him. In this scene, we see Noah unleashing his trusted eagle son onto Proximus, following which Proximus topples over the cliff and disappears into the stormy waters below. And well, he's believed to be dead for the remaining part of the movie. Yes, we saw Proximus fall to his death with our own very eyes, but what we didn't see was his body. Now, this leaves room for speculation about this antagonist's fate in the future films. In a pure hypothetical situation, what if Proximus somehow gets dragged away by the waves and washes up on another part of the land? Basically, what if he's physically incapacitated but actually survives the fall? In this scenario, he can be rescued by another ape clan who haven't heard about his evil ways and actually nurses him back to health. And in the next film's storyline, Proximus will be back to finish what he started and rebuild his kingdom. However, he will have to form a new army because the backbone of his team, loyal commanders Silva and Lightning, well, they're both dead in Kingdom. So, meanwhile, we know that the encryption key stolen by May has enabled humans to establish contact with other humans, right? This means, in the next movie, the human factions might begin to mobilize and come up with a battle plan to take over the apes. And when that happens, Noah will expectedly try to broker peace between apes and humans by proposing some sort of an arrangement for coexistence, just like Caesar did in Dawn of the Planet of the Apes. And if Proximus is still alive, he will ensure that this peace treaty never happens by instigating a war, just like Koba did in Dawn. Thus, with some creative liberties, the makers can bring back Proximus if they want to. Moreover, fans are showing a lot of interest in this new ape adversary because he has not been etched out to be an outright villain as such. Yes, he enslaves other ape clans and tortures them to do his bidding, but all his efforts go towards ensuring a brighter future for apes. He understands human nature and knows that they will never stop trying to take over the world. In fact, his words that humans cannot be trusted ever came true when May betrayed Noah in the vault scene. While it's true that Proximus's actions were wicked, his desire to technologically improve the ape society wasn't. Thus, fans are of the opinion that Proximus deserves more screen time in the Planet of the Apes franchise than just a one-movie appearance. marvelous verdict. Whether this self-proclaimed king will return to the franchise or some new baddie will wreak havoc in the next movie, only time will tell. But one thing is for sure, that the stage is set for an impending clash between humans and apes. And May and Noah can either go to war against each other or help broker peace between their respective species. What do you think will happen in the next Planet of the Apes movie? Please share your thoughts with us in the comment section below. And if you liked our content, don't forget to check out the rest of the Planet of the Apes deep dive videos on our channel. We will leave you to it. And if you liked our content, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to us if you haven't already. Have a good one and be safe. Thanks everyone, and see you super soon.
Our time. And it is